No doubt. that's my opening line for everything, for a lot of shit. No doubt. So anyway, I came on here to tell y'all about I was watching Nightline on ABC. Then they had the one teacher. She posed nude, had her breast showing and shit, and all that shit. They talk about that shit. She said you should be allowed to do it. You should be allowed to pose nude and work around kids. It's just I told y'all it's just a bunch of perverts playing with each other. I mean, it's on the TV every day. And then you had another teacher was nude. A student stole her phone and got the nude pictures out of her phone, and the nigga got hit with voyeurism. They charged him with voyeurism and didn't charge her for posing nude. Didn't charge her for posing nude, working around kids and shit. So I said to myself, man, this bitch could pose nude. I mean, that's a perversion. In a respectable society, in a civilized society, that's a perversion. You know, if you can pose nude in pictures and still work around children, you know, that's saying you can have swingers work around children. You know what I mean? And they even let homosexuals work around children. And I explained to y'all in one of my other videos that swingers, homosexuals, lesbians, they're equivalent to. I didn't say it in one of my other videos. I said it on a comment I made. I believe I made a comment on Instagram that they're equivalent to the Ku Klux Klan, the Aryan Brotherhood, and the skinheads. They all say, well, we're different. We don't get down like that. But they do. They all the same because their psychology is the same. So you got swingers, pedophiles, perverts, homosexuals, lesbians, the LGBTQT. They all equivalent to each other. So when you see one who represents one, they represent all. They represent. So if you represent the LGBTQT, you represent pedophiles. And that's what you got going on. You see a lot of members in Congress flying a LGBTQT flag. They represent pedophiles, and it may be some of the ones pushing for sentencing reform. You will see it. I call Larry Nassar a connected pervert because he is. They connected, but they don't openly say it. They, like I said, you got they don't openly say that they support pedophilia, but they subliminally say that they support pedophilia. You know, it's like if you see a lesbian and a rainbow ring and shit, and you know that's a lesbian sign. I mean, a nigga walking past it, or normal nigga who don't know what's going on walking past it, he'll walk straight past it and won't recognize nothing about it. But a nigga who know what he looking at know what the fuck he see. Like this is a lesbian and this is a pervert. This is people in Congress who support pedophilia and they flying they rainbow flags supporting the LGBTQT. And you can't tell, you members in Congress can't tell me I'm wrong. You can't tell me I'm wrong. You know, you could say, well, Ronald, you're being racist and all this, and you could say some shit to sway people away from the truth. But that shows the conduct of the motherfucker who I said. I mean, if this person support pedophilia, what else do you expect? They'll do everything in their power to sway people away from the truth. You know, and they just perverts, a bunch of perverts playing with each other. So they'll tell you it's different and all that shit. But like I say, I know all y'all top lesbians. Elton John, fuck kids. Ellen, fuck kids. All y'all top perverts. I know the head of the perverts. They OG. I know the OG perverts. You know, they all fuck kids. They all support pedophilia. You know, but like I said, they don't openly say that we support pedophilia. And it's like I said about racism. A person don't openly call you a nigger because times have changed. So you can't openly say it in this society that this person is a nigger. But you say it through your actions, through your psychology. And, you know, a lot of them members in Congress support that shit. And that's why Larry Nassar was so connected. I mean, how the fuck can you fuck all them damn kids and not go down till all that time later? Larry Nassar fucked Larry Nassar fucked the whole gymnastics team. He fucked every last one. He took his turn. He took turns on every last one of them. He fucked every last one of them motherfuckers. He fucked Allie Raisman. He fucked. He got Maddie too. Larry Nassar got Maddie. And Maddie, I swear, and he got what's the other black chick name? Fuck is this bitch that? She got the fat ass coochie on her. Hold on. Simone Biles. He got Simone Biles. Larry Nassar got her too. He got all them bitches. You know what I mean? But he was connected. Like other people knew what was going on. But they respect the game. It's similar to a nigga in the hood. Like I said before in one of my other videos. This nigga sell heroin. This nigga sell cocaine. This nigga sell weed. We all know what's going on, but we respect the game. And niggas knew about R. Kelly too. Everybody knew about R. Kelly. R. Kelly been getting down like that for years, man. That's how he do it. He gets somebody young and break them into the game. He don't want no shit that's already broke in. He want to break it into the game. He don't want no nigga sloppy leftovers. He want that fresh shit. Introduce it to the game. So when another nigga pop up with that shit, he say, I twisted that bitch in the game. And that's a thrill to some niggas, to twist a person in the game. It's similar to deviant sexual fantasies of a criminal corrupting a public official, of a criminal having sex with a judge, or of a criminal having sex with an FBI agent. He feel he corrupted that FBI agent, or she feels she corrupted that FBI agent or that judge. But in reality, the judge and FBI agent was already perverts. So in reality, the girls is already perverts. They even go to house parties and twerk their little asses. And I could go on and on about all this and explain it in detail and support everything I say. And I don't give a fuck about who say what and who don't support me. But the members in Congress do it because they want to earn votes from people. Like I said in one of my last videos, you got preachers who they know damn well the Bible, they know damn well the Quran says homosexuality is forbidden. But they say, well, we're what they say? What's the word? I don't know the word they use, but they accepted it. They accepted it because times have changed. But the only reason why they accept it is to sway more people to their side. So motherfucker do anything. They even let homosexuals adopt kids. They let perverts adopt kids. They let swingers adopt children. They let lesbians adopt children. How the fuck that fucks up the child? I got two mothers. I got two fathers. You know what I'm saying? But nobody say nothing about this because for real, them children was abandoned by their parents, and they in the system feel, well, we got to dump them somewhere. So because they're a burden on us, so let's dump them on these people. And times are changing now. So these people are becoming more accepted. So we're going to dump them on these people because we have to dump them somewhere. And it's just like that with the criminal justice system, with the juveniles in the criminal justice system. We have to dump these juveniles somewhere. We have to do something with these guys. We can't just keep releasing them to the streets because they'll keep reoffending. So we got to do something with them because they're a burden on our system. So what we do, we dump them in the state juvenile prisons and let them sit there until they're 21. And then after that, they get out so fucked up, we go just dump them in our state or federal adult prisons for another 10, 15 years, and we'll get rid of them. And hopefully by that time, whatever. So, a dude could go from 14 to, 35 before he even get to experience life and get to understand life. People do that shit, man. So that's what's going on in this world. And they let the teachers do it. They let everybody do it. They just accept it. They just a bunch of perverts. And pretty soon, nobody knows why this is going on and everything, but I know why it's going on. It's going on because of the people run the system. I told you, it reflects a problem with the system. So you see kids being taught by teachers who perverts, who pose nude. Posing nude is a sign of perversion. They got nude beach. I'm an exhibitionist. I believe I can walk around naked. Well, if you can walk around naked, why is there a law forbidding this? And this is their psychology. And you have to understand this. So I said, well, if this teacher could do it, I could do it. But a lot of people don't agree with that. But that's what's going on in this world. Just a bunch of perverts playing with each other. And I could go into detail and fully support everything I say, and I would never contradict nothing I say. Like gay marriage ain't even that's another story, but you know what I mean, nigga? You know what I mean? So they recognize and accept all these perversions before they recognize and accept the black person right to be free. You know what I'm saying? And they recognize that shit. That they just purpose playing with each other. And I ain't got nothing against them. I just speak it real. Then one of the things that they do is whenever you speak about one of them homies, they don't say it to me because I'll slap the shit out of one of them with facts. I'll slap you with facts or with my fucking hand. I knock y'all, and they say that, but, if I was to run for office, they'd say, well, how can you say that, Ronald? How can you say that these people don't have a right to be together? They do have a right to be together. If that's what you want to be with, but you ain't got to spread that shit to everybody. And like Obama said, gays, I recognize gays got a right to a civil union. They ain't got a right to fucking marriage, though. So same-sex marriage is unconstitutional. But they'll recognize same-sex marriage as being constitutional before they recognize same-sex, before they recognize a black person serving a life, or anybody serving a life sentence as being unconstitutional. And the gays recognize life sentences as constitutional, so fuck them anyway. Because they're contrary to my system of operating. They're contrary to my new world order. So since you gays are contrary to my new world order, you're a problem for me. I have nothing wrong with, I have no problem with gays. I have a problem with people who are hindering the advancement of mankind and deliberately misleading mankind. So if I speak out against it to a person in Iraq, or I speak out against it to a dictator in Russia or a dictator in Afghanistan, then I'm going to speak out against this same type of behavior to a bunch of fucking perverts.